Hiya everyone, hope you're doing well. Right, so let's take a look at this classic Brian solo for Storm the Embassy. The song's in the key of E minor, and the solo is based around basically E minor and B, or maybe kind of like a B7. There's also kind of a feel change if you kind of listen to the drums and the bass. I'm just going to play root notes here, sort of an E, you know, just a half step below, sort of that hammer-on kind of thing, and the same then with the B note. So this is kind of like what the bass kind of does under the guitar solo, and then we move to sort of A minor. If they were the chords. So it's kind of important because you know, some of these notes, when we play in the minor scales, sometimes you'll hear this kind of sound. And we sort of use notes, you might hear that, you know, like terms like the harmonic minor scale. That's usually when you can sort of go in between, you know, like the sort of one chord, the minor chord, and then the kind of typical dominant seventh chord in that key. In this case, B7, B dominant 7. So we start off, and you know, another great example of kind of simplicity, but it's all in the phrasing and, you know, the melodic side of it. So we're just outlining just an E minor arpeggio going backwards. So we start. That's 9th fret on the D string, 10th fret to the 7th on the A. And listen to this and even watch live version and watch, you know, Brian puts quite a, you know, hard lot of vibrato on a lot of these notes, especially like the start note. Even there. So they're just the notes of our E minor. We just kind of descend. Very typical figure, you know, in Brian's kind of arsenal anyway. There's our root note, if we slide into that. It's always kind of familiar territory. So, and we work our way back up. That's from, so the 9th fret on the D, 10th, 7th on the A, back to the 10th on the A, then 9th on the D, and sort of reach our octave E on the 9th fret on the G. Give that a bit of a shake. Oh, this kind of little minor note, kind of, you know, hammer on pull off trill thing. So we'll play the 8th fret on the B, and then 7, 8, 7, hammer on pull off. So the 9th on the G, a little bit of vibrato. And now this time we're heading to our B chord, so we're going to play 10th fret on the A again, 7th fret on the D, and pick the D again and hammer down to the 9th on the D. That's where we're reaching our B. And play that again. And now we're turning back around to our E minor. So back to the 8th on the B. This time we kind of do like a double kind of hammer on pull off thing. So it's 7, 8, 7, 8, 7. Sometimes even without thinking, you might do a little bit more. I mean, sometimes I'm doing that between 2 times or 3 times, but to the 9th on the G. And then 8th on the G, so just a step down. That's as we reach turn into our B. And then here, this same kind of hammer-on pull-off trill thing again. This time between 6 and 8 on the G. And then pick the 8th again. And then 2 times on the 9th on the G. And now we're sort of at this octave note, and we're kind of ending like in the reverse of how, kind of how we started. So down to the 9th on the D and 10-7 on the A. Now we're moving kind of to like one of the B section parts. So we descend chromatically from 8, 7, 6 to the 5th on the low E. As we get to that A, sort of build up with just a regular A minor and strum through that. We're going into that section, so I'll probably break this song up into a few parts. And there's a ton of great material, but in this song, but obviously I don't need to tell you that, so right then, so yep, give that a try, and it's one of my faves, and it's real good to sort of, get your fingers to get some muscle memory around these kind of minor shapes, the arpeggio ideas. And, it's sometimes not as simple as it seems. So, right, we'll give it a try anyway, and take care, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.